Let's reflect on last weekend and even backdate it to the weekend before. When the team came from behind to tie the game against Iowa, you talked about how it was a growing process for the team. And I'm sure it was the same way against Wheeling, losing and allowing 2 goals in that final minute.
Yeah, we thought we were the better team for about 59 minutes and 30 seconds, but that's just, that's why it's a 60-minute game. And as our group continues to learn and grow, those are the experiences that will really pay dividends for us moving forward. It's obviously a tough pill to swallow, but those are the things that really galvanize a group and something that you can really build off, learn from, and correct going forward.
Finding the bright spots out of that. Are you happy that something like that happened early? That way the group can learn from it, and I don't want to say a not so crucial time of the season. Every game's important, but is it more effective now, earlier in the year? That way they can build off that as the season goes?
Well, again, I don't think it's one of those things where it's like it happened once and it'll never happen again. So earlier or later, that to me is not the key point. The key point is that we played really well for the better part of 60 minutes on the road in front of a packed house in Wheeling, West Virginia, and just the way our group is coming together, the camaraderie that we saw on the bench and the supporting one another, those are the things that we can hang our hat on and know that the team is going in the right trajectory.
Do you feel like the identity of this team is moving in the right direction under your vision? I mean, it's still very early. Is it coming together, or is it still a building in process?
Well, I think it's going to be a work in progress for the whole season, right? Like, we're obviously an expansion team, and we're trying to get the culture set in. We're trying to get the expectation set in. That's one of those things that takes, numerous seasons. But if I look small picture over, the last, let's say, couple weeks, I do think our game is trending in the right direction. I think, as I shared with the players, first you start playing the right way, and then you get the results. And, that's, to me, the bigger message that we've been sharing with our players here.
We're going to see a new team here with the Kalamazoo Wings coming into town. What's your expectation from them, first of all?
Well, I mean, on first blush, they've got very good goaltending. Their save percentage from both their goalies is above, league average and probably some of the tops in the league. So from that standpoint, we're going to have to generate some traffic. We're going to have to, we haven't been scoring a lot of goals, and our power play has really been struggling. Obviously, we worked on that today to try and fine-tune a few things, and we moved some people around, in order to give other guys opportunities. That's the cool thing about when something's not working, all of a sudden somebody else gets an opportunity to see if they can step in then that role, and that's very exciting as a coach. So I think for us right now, it's just focusing on us, not necessarily whether it's Kalamazoo or Iowa or Cincinnati. We have to get our game right, and at the risk of repeating myself, I do think our team is trending in the right direction right now.
In order to score more goals, I know it's not just waving the magic wand and all of a sudden the team pots 5 goals in a game. What would you like to see more from your team? Is it crashing the net? Is it dump and chase? What factor is there that's going to play a big motion for you?
Again, I think we got some guys that are like habitual point-a-game guys in the ECHL, and they didn't get off to a good start. I think there's a multitude of reasons for that to happen. I think going forward for us, it's as we understand our game more, as we build the chemistry and the synergies that championship teams need in order to have the success that they ultimately have. That stuff takes time. So I've really been discussing with the players that they need to play the 6 inches in front of their face. So sometimes it is put a puck into a safe area. Sometimes it's to hold on to a puck a little bit longer. Sometimes it's getting guys to the net front, and sometimes it's just fading off to the net front and being open, and our guys knowing that they're going to be there and then finding them back door. So I don't think it's just one thing. I think that's a little oversimplification. But I just at the risk of repeating myself, I do think our group is trending in the right direction. I do think the goals are going to come here pretty quick.